Hello, welcome to the video. So this will be the continuation of Unit 2 patterns of general mathematics, but particularly we will be talking about general term of a number pattern. So technically, general term is just saying you're basically knowing the formula para makuha nimo ang kaning next terms or just a shortcut no in getting the next terms in a particular sequence. It could be arithmetic, geometric, Fibonacci, so on and so forth. It could be that. Okay, so let's first learn what is the learning competency that you will achieve. You will learn from this particular lesson. So at the end of this lesson, you should be able to identify the rule of a given pattern. So we will be introduced to different formulas. Actually, dili gyud siya introduce kaning magpahibaw lang ni nga naay formulas nga kaning you will encounter in the next unit no, which is unit 3. Naay mga formulas, different formulas that you will encounter again. Kay again inyo na ni siyang na-learn from grade 10. Ato lang gi-reinforce balik sa inyo ha. So we will be using this concept as well in predicting kaning economic components like prices, inflation. You can make use of these concepts no in predicting those. So ato siyang gi-relearn from your grade 10 nga mathematics. Okay, anyways, to cut the long story short, let's proceed with the learning targets now of this lesson. So what are we trying to achieve? So ganahan nato ang mahibaw-an aning ato ang discussion karon. So at the end of this lesson, you as the learner should be able to do the following. Number 1, predict the next terms in a number sequence using a general or recursive formula. So we will be reintroduced again so unsa tong mga different types of general term of a sequence. So ato to siyang balikon sa pasabot ana nila. Number 2, identify and describe the rule or relationship that defines a number pattern represented by a general or recursive formula. So atong i-try og kaning differentiate no ang different general terms. Again, the general term is just the formula what you're going to use to predict no to predict the term that is within the given sequence. Okay, so we will learn that as we progress into this discussion. And number 3, express a number sequence using an appropriate general term or recursive formula. Okay, so atong i-try o figure out kung saan paghimo kaha og general term or formula sa ato ang given nga usa ka sequence. So we will try to learn that in this lesson. Okay, so wala lang tayo activity, we'll just proceed with defining what is a general term. And anyways, I've already mentioned unsa na siya. So let's define it. What is a general term? A general term is basically just the formula. Okay, formula na siya. It's a fancy term to say nga na kay formula ang gigamit. So what does this formula do? It allows us to compute any term in a sequence. Okay, so makakompute ta sa unsay value sa usa ka term within a particular sequence given its position. Again, based on the position. Now, ang benefit ani niya is that you don't have to, for example, if you want to list down no a particular value, and then if you don't know the formula, you will have to do this. For example, kung 1 and then 3, kung ang ganahan mo may bawon is ka 101 nga position. So you will have to write, if wala kang gigamit na formula, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, so on and so forth. It will consume time. Okay? To cut the long story short, we will use a general term to predict the value of a 101. Okay? So, in order for us to know that, we can make use of a formula instead. Para dili ka magbuhat aning very, very long na lista sa ato ang number of values inside the sequence. Okay? And that's the purpose of the general term. So this expression is written in terms of variable. So nagamit ang mga letters. So if you notice from your grade 10, we're using symbols like A sub something, A sub n, and then we're using n again, D, R, so on and so forth. So we're using variables to predict the values within a particular sequence. Okay? But those values are given their own specific roles. Okay? And that's where what we're going to refresh our minds. Maybe it's included in here as we progress into our discussion. Okay? So n ang gigamit din again mao ning gi-repeat pud nato gamit sa grade 10 para ninyo sa inyo ha, sa inyo pag learn ang arithmetic or katong different sequences rather. Representing the position in the sequence. So if you remember, we have AN, and if, for example, you're looking for position number 101, so you're going to have A101. Okay? So yung ana siya. So just change N to the position yung i-try ni mo pangita. And that is all. That position will also be used no in the formula sa ato ang pagpangita sa value. Okay? Sa ato ang position. Okay. For example, given the general term AN is equal to 4n minus 1, find the first 5 terms of that sequence. Okay? Well, I'm not going to go to the next slide no to know the solution. Instead, we will do the solving here sa ato ang screen karon. So, we're going to use the general term. Again, this is the formula that we're going to use to predict the first 5 terms of the sequence. Okay? So, we will have a table. Let's just say we have a table here. So we have letter N and A sub N. Okay? So we have first 5 months. So we'll start with the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and fifth term. And we'll divide this table into those positions. Now, how do we fill out each of this box below? Okay? Ang yung buhaton is just use the formula. For example, if I start with n is equal to 1, so that's going to be a sub 1 is equal to 4 times, pila ang value sa n? That's 1. Okay, 1 man din hi. So, 1 po ang mo-reflect din hi. Kaya pare silang n. Then, minus 1. 4 times 1 is 4 minus 1, which is equal to 3. Therefore, the value of an here is 3. Next, let's have number 2. For number 2, that's going to be a sub 2 is equal to 4 times, what's the value of n? Won't say value din ni, which is 2 minus 1. And that is 4 times 2, 8 minus 1, or this is equal to 7. So this is 7. Next, a sub 3, that's position 3. So what's the value of position 3? We're going to use the formula. 4 times, kung say n na to, that is number 3. So 3 minus 1. And that is 4 times 3, 12 minus 1. 12 minus 1, that is 11. So this is 11. For position number 4, dali lang ko imutang sa kilid. A4 is equal to 4 times. Kailan yung value sa n? Kung sa n nakasuot din ha. That is 4 minus 1. So 4 times 4, that is 16 minus 1, or simply 15. And that is your A sub n for position number 4. Now, what is 5? So, for A5, that is equal to 4 times 5. Again, parehas na ni silang duha. Kay n man na sila. Minus 1. 4 times 5, that's 20 minus 1, which is equal to 19. Okay? Now, I want you to notice the numbers that you're seeing in A sub n. Kani siya nga portion. Okay? Kani siya nga portion. Kung sa inyo na-notice, diba, ang each of the numbers na ay common difference na 4, 4, 4, and 4. So, that gives you, hopefully, it gives you the idea nga kani di ay is just another way of writing an arithmetic sequence. Okay? So, you can make use of a linear, this is a linear sequence. A linear sequence, kani siya nga general term, in predicting the values of an arithmetic sequence. Okay? Again ha, linear sequence na siya, pero ang labas niya is arithmetic sequence as well. Linear. Pare-parehas naman na silang doon. Okay? So hopefully, nakuha na to ang idea. Okay, time sa kadali. Nara ko yung chatan. So, mo ni siya ang ato ang solution kaganina, no? So, if you notice sa numbers, the same na sa ato ang solve kaganina. And if you notice po sa ato ang common differences here, ang iyang common difference is just 4. Okay? Kasi makaingon mo nga, common difference na sir ka ng 4 nga nagtubang sa n. Ang sa kanina case, sa akong paminaw, na timing lang yun siya. Okay? It could be a different number. Madali lang. Hello, hello. Dali lang yun. iPhone. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so again, this is just the kung ano, kaning the part showing the solution giyon sa pagkuha ang value sa each of the positions sa atong sequence given their position. Okay? So, mo na sila. Now, we have two types of general term, or if you still remember from your grade 10, we have two different types of showing a general term. We have recursive and explicit. Now, for recursive, mo na siyang atong na-experience or na-observe pa from the Fibonacci sequence. Each of the term in a sequence as a is expressed as a function of its preceding term or term. So meaning nagkinahanglan sa value from the previous terms para makuha ang sunod nga term. Okay, like di ba sa Fibonacci, you will need the two terms before katong value imong gipangita to get the value itself. Okay, so for example, kung 1, 1, or kanang if you want to get the third term sa atong Fibonacci sequence, ika na imong try to figure out, then all you have to do is just add the 2 and then ang result ibutang nimo diha. Okay, and if you want to get the third or fourth rather, then you just have to add the 2 terms before it, then ang result ibutang nimo diha, so on and so forth. Okay, so recursive is that one, so it is dependent on the 2 terms before it or the terms before it. Okay, that's the essence of the recursive formula. So to use a recursive formula, one must know the initial term or terms. So dapat kahibaw ka sa values sa either the initial term or the terms before it. Okay? Para makuha nimo ang value. So that's the kaning downside of the recursive. If wala ka tagai sa imuhang initial term or terms, then it will be, if siguro difficult, ilan ako ibutang ni possible, it will be difficult for you to fill out the missing terms in a sequence if you're using the recursive general term, a formula for a general term, and you don't know the values of the initial terms or the initial term. Okay? So, mag-isip ka. Okay. Sige, hopefully na-gets ninyo. Now, for explicit, I don't know if naigibutang diri o wala ibutang. So, sa explicit is kabaligtaran ni recursive. Instead of depending on the initial terms or the previous terms from that value or from that position, ang iya is it's a standalone. It can solve for a particular value but given the position. Ang imo lang kinahanglan isang position lang yun sa imuhang sa imuhang kaning position sa imong gipangita na value, okay, within a term. So position ra yung kinahanglan. Okay, so that's the upside po sa kanang upside sa imuhang explicit na formula. Okay, so let's continue. No? So for recursive, we have this example which is the Fibonacci. So again, the Fibonacci needs the previous terms niya in order to get the the value, at least for example the third position, it needs the second and the second and the first position na gi-add silang duha para makuha nimo ang value sa third position. So yung ana, so recursive siya. Okay, so if you look at the formula here sa buhos, wala siya ang kaning iyahang formula for kaning Fibonacci. So ang first term sa Fibonacci and the second term sa Fibonacci are all 1, and then you get the successive terms after the second nga position, so sa third pagsugod, by adding the previous two terms ato nga position. So mao nang naa siya rule nga ang n after sa katong F1 and F2 should be greater than 2. So it could be 3, 4, 5, 6, so on and so forth. Pasakay ang F1 o F2 are duha, puro na sila 1 ang value. And you can even stretch it to F0, which is 0. Okay, so pwede na po. Okay, so hopefully nagets na to ang pasabot sa recursive formula. Now let's proceed to another example no, or kaning i-showcase lang nagsaha. I-showcase lang kung ang yun sa pagpangita ano sa different nga o sa positions na naas or values rather or numbers sa Fibonacci. So mo na siyang sa F1 is 1 lang, si F2 is 1. Kaya again, Fibonacci sequence will start with 2 ones sa iyang sequence. And then ang third niya, since na third naman siya, greater than 2 ng iyang n, then all you have to do is just add the previous two terms sa position 3, which is position 1 and position 2. So 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So sa F4, ang position 2 na produkto yung imong i-add, which is 2 plus 1, which is 3. Sunod, ang position 5, ang imong i-add na po is position 3 and 4. So muna siyang 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, and so on and so forth. So iya lang i-explain. Actually, i-explain naman ni nato from our lesson 1, no? So this is just to kaning reinforce masabta na tug maayo pag yun ang recursive formula in terms of Fibonacci sequence. Example, a sequence is defined recursively by the formula a sub n is equal to a sub n minus 1 times 3. Okay? Anong recursive di siya? If you notice sa ato ang formula, sa kaning nga formula ha, again, this is a recursive example of recursive formula. Basta naa gani nga notation, kana ganing n minus 1, so nagpasabot na siya nga nanginahanglan kani siya nga position sa value sa previous niya nga position, which is kaning n minus 1, para masulba ng iyang value. So again, di ba kung recursive, manginahanglan pa siya sa previous term or terms. So it could be more than one nga term. Okay? So magkinahanglan pa siya sa iyang previous nga term para makuha ang iyang value. So in this case, kaya nagkinahanglan mo siya sa previous term because of this notation. Okay? Then this is an example of a recursive nga formula. Okay? Now, yan lang establish din nga kinahanglan ang n nato, ang position should be greater than 1, so okay ra nga 2. And ang iyang first term sa kaning nga sequence is equal to 2. So mag-start niya tong sequence of 2. And then to get the successive niya nga value, all you have to do is just multiply the previous term with number 3. Okay, so for example, if I get the position 2, then I'll just have to multiply 3 to this. So that's 2 times 3, that's equal to 6. And then again 3, that's 18 for the third position. And then for the third position, again, it's going to be 54. Masakto ko, I could be wrong. I think I'm correct, 54, and then so on and so forth. Okay? So yung nga siya. So what is the relationship that defines this number pattern? Let's identify. Okay? So, generate the first 5 terms no. So, ang gibuhat is para ma-identify niyang relationship niya sanggi try og sulbad ang the rest of the terms. Okay? So, mo ni siya ang particular solution. Again, it's only following the katong established nga rule din ninyo nga dapat si n is greater than 1 before nimo magamit ang formula. And then, ang first term gid sa imong sequence is equal to number 2. Okay? So, each term is formed by multiplying the previous term by 3. So, mo na yung relationship na nagitaan. So, magkinahanglan ang ang katong particular nga position nga imong gitay pangita sa value sa iya sa previous nga term pero gimultiplyan nimo siya og 3. Okay? Therefore, the recursive formula shows that each term is obtained by multiplying the previous term by 3, starting from 2. So this is the relationship that you will find from the example that we just had. Ano nga last na part. Okay? So, multiply na tag 3, multiplying by 3, nga mag-start na itong sequence by 2. Okay? So, that is it for that example. Another example. I think this is the last part na. Okay, so example, a small business doubles its product stock every week. So it starts with 5 units of product in the first week. How can you describe the stock level for each week using a recursive formula? So it says here nga mag-double kuno for ay na to. The doubles kuno siya, mag-double siya. So it's product stock every week. So ibutang ta per week ang iyahang position. Okay, so week 1, week 2, week 3, so on and so forth. Now, ang iyang initial gid kuno nga number of products is 5 units of product. So ang atong A sub 1, or in this case, pwede ko W sub 1 is equal to 5. Now, ang atong i-establish is unsa ang ato ang recursive formula for this particular problem. Okay? So ang siguro or sa ako mo na ano. So Wn, then ang iyang gingon is doubles man. Okay? So mahog siya nga ang imuhang previous nga stock, so Wn minus 1, i-multiply ra nimo og 2 kay mo double man kuno siya from the previous week. Or mahog nga ang imong basihan ba nga para madoble siya is ang previous week. Kay mo times 2 kuno siya. Okay? So this is going to be my recursive, this is going to be my recursive formula. But unsay rule ani niya? Kinahanglan si n should be greater than 1. Kaya ang week 1 nato is already occupied by 5 units. Okay? So, di siya pwede nga mo-touch ang atong formula sa W1. Di siya pwede makasolve anak niya. Ma-start siya pwede noon sa number 2. Okay? So, how do we describe? Simple. The number of products or units na siguro ma-stop na ninyo ang units ang pasabot. Number of products for successive weeks will be double the previous week given the first week has 5 units. Okay, so that's going to be my description of my description. It could be you have a different description, but the idea should be basically the same sa unsay pasabot din sa problem. So the number of products for the successive weeks will be double the previous week. Okay, given the first week has 5 units. That will be my answer for this problem. But let's just see unsay naa sa ato ang slide. Okay? So if you notice sa ato ang kaning gisolve niya per week siya nga solution, okay? So ang week 2 is gidouble na niya ang 5 units sa week 1, so that's 10. So week 3 gidouble na niya ang week 2 which is 20. Ang week 4 gidouble na niya ang week 3 which is 40 na. And then week 5 gidouble na niya ang week 4 which is 18. Okay? Then to write the recursive formula, mo tong atong gibuhat kay ganina no. In this case ang gamit niya is A sub n. Ako gigamit na ko W because I want to indicate that week ang akong pasabot. Week. Okay? So mo na siya. So A1 na to is greater than 5. A1 na to is equal to 5. Kaya nag-start man siya og 5 stocks sa iyang product or unit of stock sa iyang product. And then ang atong formula will start at position 2. So mo na siya 4 n is greater than 1. Okay? So mag-start siya sa position 2 and the formula itself will be A sub n is equal to 2 times A sub n minus 1. Okay? So ato nang gi-multiply og 2 ang previous nga week sa ato ang stock. Okay? And ang imo ni ihang kuan ini interpretation. So each week stock is determined by multiplying the previous week's stock by 2. So at mo tong gingon nga mo double siya. Multiplying by 2 is just means nga mo double siya. Okay? So that I think that is it for the video no. Here are the key points no. You will see this in your assignment sa study sa paper. So please pagahin mo og time nga basahon tong slides dito para kaning maka-learn or at least ma-clarify ninyo ang mga definitions and other whatnots no related sa ato ang topic. So if you have any questions regarding the topic, basically this is a very easy topic no, just interpretation, just trying to make sense of the recursive formula kani kay ang atong explicit will be tackled in unit 3 naman siya. So we're going to follow the formulas for arithmetic, geometric. We also have the I think we dili mo touch the harmonic, okay? So just geometric and arithmetic lang atong i-focus siguro sa ato ang previous sa ato ang sunod na unit from unit 2. Okay? So if you have any questions regarding the topic, feel free to send me a message. I will try to answer your questions if makauras ko nga maka-answer sa inyong questions. Okay? But that is it for the video. I hope you learned something out of it, and I will see you in the next video kung dili mo ko maka-discuss ninyo, but I will try to have a face-to-face class with you this week or this week. So that's it. Goodbye and see you in the next video.